Hey y'all, it is Thursday, October 24th, and it's about 10:30 here in Alabama. This is the first time I will be putting makeup on since Sunday. And I'm already going to tell y'all, so I won't have to be saying this is what I'm using while I'm putting this makeup on if you're here for the makeup. I'm using this right here for eyeshadow. I will be using this and this Baby Got Blush and whatever this stuff is. It's a highlighter. I will be using CoverGirl for powder. Not all in this order. That for whatever this stuff is called. This is the mascara. What is this called? Concealer. Two different types of lipstick, both Revlon. Don't ask me the color. I don't have my glasses. This is a Revlon. Go Fierce, I think, is what it's called. And I think that covered it. So I'm going to get started doing my makeup. So Sunday, I wore only this. And I just now look to see what the color is. It's a natural ivy. Yeah. And it is my skin tone. It is my skin tone. But I don't like wearing my skin tone because I'm very light complected. Even in the summertime when I get a tan, and I didn't get much of a tan this year, my face hardly ever tans. And it's not because I wear a big old sun hat or anything. I just don't tan on my face. So I'm always using a darker colored makeup to, I don't know if I'm making any sense right now. I was trying to show you. Okay, so I'll just show you before I get started how light this is. I don't like it. And it doesn't really cover well either. CoverGirl. So I thought, well, as light as this stuff is and as dark as this stuff is, I'm blending both of them today. But anyways, I don't know if I already said this or not. When I got in the car, Ron asked, he says, "Are you feeling okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He says, "You look pale." I'm like, "Yeah, it's the makeup I used this morning." So there's that, and I'm about to do the makeup. But y'all know I've made like 3 trips to his this week, the Treasure Place. And we got some good deals. This is one of them. And I just did the research on it. You could get it at Walmart. You can also order it off of Amazon. And right now they have a 2-pack, 2 for $11.74. Y'all, I only paid $1 for this. $1. And I don't know why the person returned it. Maybe they don't like mint. I do. I love mint. I love peppermint. I love mint smelling stuff. And this has really a good mint smell to it. Okay, I would take the top off. And it lathers up good. It cleans good. It says it's Renpure. Now, where they came up with that name, I don't know. But it says 0 dyes, 0 sulfates, 0 parabens, 0 gluten, 0 glycol, 0 dyes. Okay, I already made it around the bottle. So, yeah. I liked it. And it lathered up really, really good. And it made you smelling good after you got out of the shower. Okay. So there's that. Now I'm going to get started. I'm not necessarily in a hurry this time. I probably will be if I don't shut up and get on with the makeup. So Sunday, okay, I'm going back and I'm going to come up to today. Sunday we went to church. And when we came home, it was a beautiful day. And long story short, we did a little bit of yard work. And I got out there with a push mower. And y'all, we haven't had rain here probably in, I know, 3 weeks, maybe a month now. And it's dry as a bone out there. And so it was blowing dust. I mean, it looked like a dust storm. And anyways, so I didn't think anything about it. After I got done mowing my little section, I came back in and washed my hands. I didn't shower until later. I went to bed. But when I got out of the shower, I noticed that my eye was puffy. And I'm like, oh, what did I do? And I'm thinking, from all the dust and everything, I just probably got some dust and aggravated my eye. It wasn't itching. It wasn't burning. There didn't feel like there was anything in it. I went to bed. I got up the next morning. I know y'all probably saw the videos. My eye was pretty much swollen shut. So all day Monday, I didn't really do anything because you know, you're walking around like this and you can hardly see. So, and I iced it and all that. Excuse me. And it was super swollen. So I called my little sweetheart daughter-in-law that is an eye doctor, told her what was going on. She told me what to look for, what not to do, this and that. And it's kind of like common sense. I knew everything that she told me to do. But anyways, and so by Tuesday it was much better. Much better. And now I'm thinking I got bit. I don't know if it was just coincidental that I got stuff in my eye and got bit, but I've been scratching over there and there's like a little bite behind my ear too. So I don't know. There's no telling. All I know is it's better. And I haven't had makeup on since Sunday. So, and I was planning on, we had a busy weekend and I was planning on Monday catching up with the housework. It didn't happen. Then Tuesday, I'm feeling better with the eye, but Elvis came down with sinus infection. And y'all know a man when he has a cold. Well, he had to be babied and pampered and get this and get that. And he laid around all day. And I didn't get diddly squat done around the house Tuesday. And because he was sick Tuesday and he slept on the couch Tuesday night, I slept on the love seat. He had the TV going, which I like it nice and quiet when I sleep. But I preferred being there next to him. So if he needed anything in the middle of the night, I could get it for him. I did not sleep worth a toot because he had The Godfather going all night long. And every time I woke up, I laid down at 10, The Godfather's going. I woke up at 12, The Godfather's going. I woke up at 2, The Godfather's going. And I woke up at 4, and The Godfather was going. And I'm like, golly. Needless to say, I didn't get the proper sleep I needed. And when I finally did get up, at 4 o'clock I did. I got back in my bed, but I slept till 7. I didn't get good sleep. So when I did get up, I'm feeling a headache coming on. And when I don't get enough sleep, I get a headache. Not a pounding headache, just an aggravating. So I stayed in bed. Brian stayed in bed pretty much all day Tuesday. Oh, no, excuse me. That was yesterday, Wednesday. I stayed in bed pretty much all day yesterday with a headache. No, it wasn't Tuesday. I'm going back and forth. I don't know. It was one of those days. Yeah, it carried over. Yeah, that happened Tuesday night that I stayed up. And then Wednesday I got up and, so I basically stayed in bed a lot yesterday. And it finally slept it off. I got up this morning, 4 o'clock. Been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I don't know what's happened. The only thing I've done is clean out my refrigerators because I know we got to make a Sam's trip. I really need to be putting my makeup on. So, yeah. And you see, y'all did see it one time cleaned up, but there was nothing on it. That was my plan Monday. That was my plan Tuesday. Come back here, put stuff up, because we did get more stuff from yard sales and estate sales this week, like I needed. But anyways, get to the makeup. Just get the foundation. I'm gonna get the foundation on before I say anything else. Okay. And I do, and again, I will say this while I'm putting this on. I don't like the way this stuff covers. It does not cover good. And it's oily, and I don't like oily feeling makeup. But I am going to darken it up with this stuff right here, and whatever is in this bottle is not what it says right here, because I poured other kinds of makeups in this. And thank the Lord, I didn't have any house cleanings this week. Thinking, oh, well, great, I'm going to catch up on everything. You know, you plan, and as the saying goes, you make plans and God laughs. But that's okay. That's okay. I always forget to push that out of the way. Be real careful over this. Ooh. It is beautiful here, though. No, we have not had any rain, but, you know, the colors in the trees are starting to turn overnight. Finally. Right here, 3rd week of October. Okay. Yeah, there's that. Get this on here. 13 minutes. I don't know what he's doing. He's in there yelling about something. Something must have fallen. I don't know if y'all ever heard the old little saying, gonna have company, my nose is itching. Well, we did dog sit for my daughter, and she flew back in last night, and I do know she's supposed to come sometime today, but I hadn't heard from her today. Okay, now powder. Okay, I guess I got everything rubbed in. Powder. And yes, y'all, I checked the, what do you call it? The weather app this morning. We're in the 80s again today, so I'm dressed like summertime. We've been sleeping with the attic fan for the past week. Love not running that air conditioner. I did it again. I did it again. I was supposed to do this. I got it all spread out here. I just don't have it sitting up in order. And it's showing we're in nothing but the 70s and 80s for their long day forecast. I'm not complaining. I know it's going to get cold before we know it. $16 minutes. There's that. And here's this. Oh, come on. There. Okay, there's that. All right. Lipstick. Burpee. Yes.
Doing the video?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hello.
Hello. You already showered, huh?
I'm done.
A little bit much. Yes, your sound is working. I'm just not talking. So that said anything. So there's that. Okay. Hate it. I feel like there's a piece of fuzz. Okay. Now. And y'all, please, oh my gosh, where did that go? I don't know how that just happened. I just looked down. Okay, all right. Maybe I threw it too hard. I don't know. Check your subscriptions. Because make sure you're still subscribed, because Rose has told me before that, and Candace told me the other day too, that Candace said she lost like 2,000 subscribers in one night. She said, I don't know how that happened. So make sure you're still subscribed if you want to be. It's beyond me. I don't know why that happens. But I know it happens. Because it's happened to me. I'm gonna try to cover that little. Yeah, I covered it up a little bit. Okay. And I want to go in, so kind of orangey. And we got, like I said, we gotta make a run to Sam's. And while we're out, we're probably gonna go by that Italian restaurant. And this is for Becky White. Becky sees this from sometime, and I think she's the only person subscribed to me outside of my daughters. And one or two other friends from here in Alabama. But I know Becky, I think she's in Gadsden. But there's a really, really good Italian restaurant in Trussville, Becky. If you're ever in Trussville, you need to go to it. It's called Timburro's. That doesn't sound Italian to me, but it is Italian. It's authentic Italian. And we're probably going to go by there and grab something to eat so we won't be starving when we go to Sam's. Because y'all know how it is when you're hungry. And you go grocery shopping, you pick up everything. Well, that's how I do it. So we're going to try to avoid doing that. And go grab something to eat at the Italian restaurant. If I hadn't already told y'all before, at this place, you can get an entree, salad, breadsticks, and drinks for $10. And it's authentic Italian. Where else can you get Italian meal for that price? So yeah. And their lunch. I meant, and their dinner menu. It's not really pricey. And you don't leave that place hungry. Okay, there's that. Put my brushes back in. Exception of this one. Wipe this off from here. To go. I'm surprised he ain't yelling at me. We're wanting to be gone from here by 11, and it's 10 till. Well, I'm almost done here, and then all I have to do is just go dry my hair, and we'll be done. And for right now, I'm not gonna put, I said I was gonna use this, but I'm not. I'm still kind of trying to take it easy on the insides until this is completely invisible. Oh, me. Oh, I'm gonna get the leg uncrossed because I know I'm gonna be standing up here in a minute. I didn't break my ankle, but probably 10 years ago or so, I was sitting with my leg crossed Wasn't thinking anything about it. And got up because my foot was asleep and went straight down to the floor. I thought I had broken my ankle. I heard something pop, but it didn't break. It swelled up like a balloon. Well, I'm glad that was this and not the mascara. Where's my fan? There it is. And I still feel that little piece of fuzz. Okay. 6 minutes. Okay, almost done. Gosh, my neighbor. I know you can't see me, but I'll wave anyway. Here's somebody. Somebody's out there walking. Oh, yep. There they go. And you're about to hear Honey bark. She just spotted them. Okay, y'all. I am still thanking the Lord for the big answered prayer I had a week ago. And I do hope there's something that y'all can thank the Lord for today. You know, if you're watching this and you're hearing this, you're awake, and He woke you up. So that's plenty to thank Him for. Right there. I don't know. Y'all may have this. Okay, what did I do with it? Oh, y'all may have one of these. But I found this at the thrift store. And I absolutely love it. And it's God's promises for your every need. And it was free. You know, you can't even give God's word away. I'm almost done. All I got to do is dry my hair. We said to leave at 11. It is 10:54. So I'm just going to open and read a passage and see if it hits your day. Not yet.
What'd she say?
No, I have not heard from her. Let's see. John. And see, it's got all verses in here, and it's all King James. So the one I'm looking at right now is John 4:13 and 14. Jesus answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. So there's a verse for today. John 4:13 and 14. And I hope you have drank from that fountain. Y'all have a wonderful remainder of this week. And I hope all is well. And I will look forward to hearing back from y'all if you get a chance. See ya.